Sports Pregame Show.
Greetings, NBA fans. Welcome to 2K Sports. I'm your host, Ernie Johnson, and seated beside me, Kenny the Jet Smith, and the Diesel, Shaquille O'Neal. Tonight, it'll be the Cleveland Cavaliers going up against the Los Angeles Clippers. For Los Angeles, they're looking to come out strong and make their mark early. They have to look at this game as a great opportunity to do just that. And you hear Kyrie Irving's name, and you think of a playmaking point guard. But he is as deadly a shooter, Kenny, as anyone in the league from time to time.
I mean, the guy won a three-point contest,
yeah.
So no surprise there. You know, he's averaged, 2 to 3 three-pointer shots made in the last couple of seasons. Now he's quick to get off his shot off the dribble, which is different from most three-point shooters. That's why some people don't really recognize him as a three-point shooter.
A sight many have seen heading to the airport here in Los Angeles. It's the Clippers in the City of Angels for a little interconference action here at the Staples Center. Welcome to the NBA for this Friday afternoon broadcast. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony, and on the sideline tonight, Doris Burke. It'll be Los Angeles off the tip. Now a chance, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. The starting five on the floor. So on the floor for Cleveland, LeBron and Love are the talented pair at the forward position. Irving is out there with Iman Shumpert, and it's Mozgov in at the center, locking down the middle. And so the Los Angeles Clippers get the first points of the ballgame. Now here's Love. And it's Paul Pierce with the rebound.
That's terrific defense right there to prevent from converting in close. You know, the Cavs had a slow start to last season compared to how everybody thought they would play. Still, it was the best start for Kevin Love in his career and would end up being the most winning team he's played on. So there's something about how long he's waited for success.
Here's Irving following the basket by Blake Griffin. Fader on the way, and that one's good. James.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
Griffin a screen on Irving. The drive by Paul. It's Pierce on the wing. Shot clock at 5. And it's good. Fought through contact. Hits the shot. He'll go to the free throw line.
Nice work on the inside. Hard to get that one up and over the big fella.
Well, it's not supposed to be easy down there, and a little artistry on the inside helped him make it happen.
When you're talking about the greatest clutch players ever, that list needs to include Paul Pierce. I mean, he slowed down a bit, no doubt, but don't let that fool you. If you give him any kind of look at the end of the game, he'll cut your heart out.
Looking back at Paul Pierce's career, Clark, so many game winners, none more impressive than his jump over Dwayne Wade in the first round of the 2010 playoffs.
Yeah, you know, Shaq nicknamed him the Truth for a good reason. I mean, Pierce grew up in L.A. and reportedly dreamed of playing with the Lakers. Ironic that he instead became one of the Celtics' all-time greats.
Here's Irving following the basket by Chris Paul. Pass to James. Back to Irving. Good, and the assist goes to LeBron.
Well, Merry Christmas. I mean, that was a freebie.
For Los Angeles, they've gone 4 of 5 from the field so far. Paul left side. Kicks to Reddick. Clock at 6. This one for 3. The shot is off, and it's the Cavaliers taking it the other way. Irving drives in. So the whistle blows on the shot, and 2 free throws for the contact right there. Kyrie Irving may be the best ball handler in the league. There are a lot of guys with a good handle. He is definitely in the top 5. If not, he's got to be in the conversation.
And arguably the most talented player at his position. I mean, he can get wherever he wants to on the court. He's athletic, an unbelievable finisher as well. I think that's something that oftentimes gets underrated. Maybe the best pressure in the game.
Agreed.
And, you know, Kyrie Irving really ambidextrous as a ball handler because you can't play him to one side, and he's ambidextrous as a finisher, too. He's so creative and crafty. Terrific at the rim with both hands.
Here's what the Clippers are going with right now. Cole Aldrich, he's checked in for Jordan. Smith comes in for Blake Griffin. And Stevenson's checked in for Pierce. And it's Crawford in for J.J. Redick. Both free throws good from Kyrie Irving.
And one thing about Irving's ball handling, he does a great job of protecting the ball. A very low rate of turnovers for a player as aggressive as he is on the bounce.
Here's Aldrich. The shot is off. So Cleveland will take it the other way. Left side, Irving. And off the front iron, and in it goes. Irving's got 6 points. Ball outside. 52 seconds left in the first quarter. Smith wide open. He fires. Good, and Paul gets the assist.
They really can't allow him too many open looks like that. I mean, that's just inviting trouble.
Here's Irving. He's got 6. He dishes it to LeBron. Lance Stevenson grabs the board.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
Paul can't get it to go. The Cavaliers trail by 3. And Kyrie Irving again. Irving's got 8 points.
Just a great job of attacking on the break.
Yeah, you know, exploding to the basket like that, Greg, just as soon as that ball was going the other way, that's exactly how you want to do it.
It's Crawford with the drive, and that one's good.
You know, obviously, he knows how to finish with some flair.
Here's Thompson, and the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Oh, Maestro, he is so good at making those lead passes, like conducting an orchestra.
So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. Clippers ahead, up 1. The second quarter coming up right after this break, so don't go anywhere. And a chance to hear from LeBron James as he talked about the challenge of remaining calm and collected throughout the ups and downs of the NBA season.
For me, at a younger age, I was never even keel. We would win a playoff game when I was younger. I was excited out of my mind, and then you would lose, and I was the worst person in the world. But I think at this point in my career, I kind of stay even. One game shouldn't affect the next game. You know, you go out and play as hard as you can, live with the results.
Again, just another part of the maturation process for LeBron. Has become such the consummate pro.
Yeah, he really has been. It's amazing to see the pressure he's dealt with and the way he's handled it with that even-keeled nature. You know, he's as solid and steady as they come at this point in his career. Nothing phases him, nothing rattles him.
And off we go, a close game now starting the second quarter. And taking a look at Los Angeles' performance here, what have they been doing or not doing?
Really, it's always a positive when you can get some impact off your bench.
Always nice to have firepower coming from the reserves, and they've had firepower and then some so far.
On the floor for Cleveland, getting going here in the second. We've got Thompson. Amon Shumpert is out there with Williams. Then it's Jefferson, and it's Love in at the 4 slot. Jefferson dishes to Shumpert. Williams kicks to Love. Chance there to take the lead. Missing. Well, last season would be one where Kevin Love played a different role, saw his numbers decline, but that was, I think, especially with LeBron and Kyrie, much better players than he ever had in Minnesota. That was to be expected.
It's a great point, Kevin. And Love dropped about 10 points per game in terms of his output. The field goal percentage as well as three-point percentage was down, but still, he traded it all to be on a winning team. And I really feel like his numbers will start to go up as he makes the adjustment to playing with great players.
Good point. Now here's Griffin. Mo Williams unable to get his shot to go. The shot by Paul, no good.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
takes the 13-footer, and good. Got the English that time as it falls.
And, you know, for Love last season, we knew he'd be in a supporting role to LeBron. You put any player next to LeBron, and he automatically becomes some kind of role player.
Now here's Griffin. Passes to Paul. Shot's good. Griffin making the play. Paul's got 5 points so far.
Boy, just a lovely dish by Griffin.
And thinking back to Love and his numbers last year, we saw the same thing from Bosh when he played with LeBron. Love and Bosh had similar reductions in scoring, but both were still great players, and they both have the ability to adapt and impact the game in other ways.
Here's Crawford after the made shot from Iman Shumpert. Jordan with the screen on Shumpert. Crawford passes to Jordan. Pierce inside the three-point line. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2. 1:22 left in the first half of basketball. It's a pick by Love. Shumpert dishes to Love. Love with the screen for Williams. Back to Love. The screen from Thompson. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Shumpert. Sinks the three-pointer. Shumpert's got 5.
How can you forget about him? I mean, he's not going to miss that open of a look.
Griffin a screen on Shumpert. Crawford drives in. And, yep, that's going to be a flagrant foul. Unnecessary contact.
And Kevin, I got to tell you, he's probably fortunate to just get a flagrant 1 there. I mean, so much contact. The officials easily could have gone even harder on him.
Greg, I agree. He better be on his best behavior from now on. One more flagrant of any variety, and he's out of here. It's his first trip to the line. The first free throw is good.
Boy, for Jamal Crawford, guys, it's been a really good career. Not many guys can maintain his level of quickness after 15 years in the league. I mean, but last season, he finally started to show a little wear and tear.
Both good from the line that time.
And that's another area where he is just a superb player. Excellent at the free throw line.
And Los Angeles will go for a different look here. Cole Aldrich. He's checked in for DeAndre Jordan. Smith comes in for Blake Griffin. Lance Stevenson's checked in for Pierce. And J.J. Redick is subbed in for Chris Paul. Smith against Stevenson. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. One free throw coming his way. And back to Crawford last season, he was down in field goal and three-point percentage. Plus, he battled with a calf injury that ultimately kept him out of 17, 18 games late in the year.
Yeah, Kevin, but his deep range spread the floor when he was out there. He still has that presence about him that you have to honor him. And he also hits some very timely shots. A dangerous assassin who always needs to be accounted for. And Lance Stevenson really couldn't find minutes in Charlotte last season. Ended up sitting out a lot of games as a DNP CD. Not the start he wanted with the new team.
Those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten in the first half here.
And I think they should continue to work the ball down low, Clark. It's really going to free up their outside shooting.
Now here's Redick looking for his first basket still in this one. Aldrich, no good. 15 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Pass to LeBron. Picked by Mozgov. Gets it off. And the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. And we're through the first half of basketball here in what's been a good one. Clippers lead by 4. And now we'll send it down to Doris Burke, who's standing by courtside.
Gentlemen, I'm over here with Tristan Thompson, and after that first half, Tristan, what's the plan going to be for this second half?
Well, it's simple. It's going to be a dogfight. You know, they got big guys, true bigs, and we got to come out, play hard, and not let up.
You have to have plenty of bark in a dogfight, Tristan. Thank you. Guys?
All right, Doris, thank you. And we'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back, everybody. Ernie Johnson here alongside Kenny Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. We'll be taking a look back at the first half of basketball. A pretty close game for the Clippers throughout the first quarter. The biggest lead for them during the period was 6. The second quarter was a strong effort for them as they continued to battle, and they were able to close out the half in a good position. And taking a look at the Clippers, Kenny, what did you see out there?
Well, quite simply, their bench showed up tonight. And when I say showed up, I'm talking about on the offensive end because they were scoring in bunches. Now, you want your reserves to just at least come in and hold the fort, but they did way more than that tonight.
Shaq, how do you think Cleveland played?
They need to turn up the defense intensity. They let the game get taken to them instead of the other way around. Coming out in the second half, they got to play with a chip on their shoulder, Ernie. You know, don't get pushed around on D. It's payback time.
And that'll do it for now as the second half of our game is about to get underway. Kevin Harlan has the call.
Welcome back, everyone. The second half about to get underway, and it's been a close one so far. Kyrie Irving really making a difference here.
Yeah, he's played just a smart game overall offensively, looking for and finding the gaps in the defense, and also terrific shot selection.
Greg, that's exactly what we're talking about when we talk about being efficient as an offensive player. Fully on display there with him.
Chris Paul and J.J. Redick are the guards. Inside, it's Griffin and Jordan, and it's Pierce in at the 3. That's the 5 to begin the second half for Doc Rivers. Yes, fans, Clark, and the one team they view as floppers is the Clippers. I don't like that word, but just kind of came out. Whether that is fair or not is up for debate, but it is certainly, I think, the perception.
And I think there's some truth to that perception. I mean, multiple players have received fines for flopping on their roster. I mean, you can't run away from that, and the fans remember it, too.
Oh, they do, yes, sir. Here is Paul, following the basket by LeBron James. Dishes it to Redick. Griffin against Love. Goes back up. No luck.
And out of the gates here in this second half, they have not started well. 0 of 3.
And Shumpert kicks to Irving. Back to Shumpert. Picked by Mozgov. Pierce against Shumpert. The dish to Irving. For the tie. Jordan with the rebound.
And for the Clippers and flopping, part of it might just be reputation. Whenever anyone hits the deck on their team, fans might be quick to kind of condemn that as a flop.
Now here's Irving following the miss by Paul Pierce. Love with the screen for Shumpert. Feeds to Love. And so he earns a trip to the line. Official saw the contact and he'll shoot 2.
You know, the Clippers were the darlings of the NBA as they improved and made strides, but I think the flopping has kind of diminished that now, that love affair. Being labeled a group of floppers can certainly stifle your popularity.
The Cavaliers have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2. And he makes the first. Jamal Crawford, he's checked in for Paul Pierce. Thompson, he's checked in for the Cavaliers. Williams comes in for Shumpert. And it's tied up with that one. Cavs were poised to make a huge run last year in the playoffs. Swept the Celtics in the first round, but it cost them.
Yeah, and even though they did get that sweep, they lose Kevin Love for the rest of the way, and that put a big hurdle in their quest for the title.
For Cleveland, they've gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. Irving kicks to Love. Here's Thompson. Great D that time from Jordan.
No denying it, injuries were a big part of the storyline in the Cavs postseason. Fortunately, LeBron James was otherworldly after the first round. Took care of the Bulls, then went on to sweep the Hawks to get back to the finals.
And so the ball out of bounds. Jordan touched it last. For the Clippers, Cole Aldrich. He's checked in for DeAndre Jordan. Smith comes in for Blake Griffin. Lance Stevenson subbed in for J.J. Redick. Cleveland also making some changes. Varejao comes in for Kevin Love. And Smith subbed in for Kyrie Irving. Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. The feed now to Smith. Cleveland moving it around. Here's LeBron. And it falls over the rim and in. LeBron's got it all tied up now for Cleveland.
And for the Cavs last season, their toughest test would be in the finals against the Warriors. Like every other team, they just couldn't handle the Warriors for a full series. A great run to the finals, and surely they'll want to return there this season.
Here's Stevenson following the basket by LeBron James. Clock is at 3. There's Crawford with the 3. Varejao comes up with the rebound. Smith the pass to Williams. Thompson with it. Now Smith defending for the lead. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line.
And one thing about Tristan Thompson, he is an absolute terror on the offensive glass. Was top 5 in that category last year, despite playing less than 27 minutes a game. Does a terrific job with anticipation of the carom and uses his gigantic wingspan to just go up and reel it in. Terrific motor and nose for the glass.
That free throw, no good. Like you were talking about Tristan Thompson, LeBron came out and said he's one of the best pick-and-roll defenders in the NBA. And Clark, that's high praise from the King.
No doubt. I mean, Thompson is an emerging force. If he could just develop his shooting stroke a little more, then you're talking about a very, very valuable play.
Good point. Good on the shot. Johnson's got his first points in this one.
Some big points there. I mean, they got him on a nice play to get the ball right to the bucket.
And exactly what they're looking for down the stretch, Clark. Just more of the same.
Now here is Varejao. Rebound by Smith. And here's Stevenson. Crawford outside. Shoots. No good, and tight defense there bothered that shot. It's still anybody's game as we've reached the end of 3. Los Angeles on top, leading by a point. And fourth quarter basketball will be coming your way on 2K Sports right after this. And thanks for joining us again as the fourth quarter of play is up to get rolling. It's been a close battle to this point. The Clippers in the lead. So on the floor for Cleveland. Down low, it's Love and Mozgov. Irving is out there with Matthew Dellavedova. And it's Smith in at the 3 spot.
And this has been a clinic on what not to do defensively. Just atrocious.
Yeah, I would expect both coaches to really get on their teams about adjusting their defensive mindset and execution going forward.
Here is Love. Following the basket by Blake Griffin. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Dellavedova. And off the front iron, and in it goes.
Check out these handles. That's rush hour handle. Not midday, not early morning. That's rush hour handle. That nasty spin just froze the defender.
Now here's Crawford. He kicks it to Griffin. Picked by Griffin. Crawford outside. Second chance shot. And Griffin puts it in. Griffin's got 4 this quarter.
He's been one of their more reliable options today, guys. I mean, his shooting has led them to this lead.
Timeout called, Cleveland. All right, let's go over to the sideline with Doris Burke.
Well, over the break, I listened in on David Blatt's huddle. He really wants them to try to push the tempo here, see if they can get a few easy buckets in transition, saying, listen, we're playing station to station right now. Let's try to catch them off guard, guys. Let's see if they can do exactly that, Kevin.
And thank you, Doris. James, no good. Clippers leading by 3. Paul with the ball. Guarded now by Irving. Paul kicks to Griffin. Pierce with a screen for Griffin. Out of bounds. Cleveland will take possession.
That's a major mental mistake. I mean, there's no other way for me to describe it. He didn't know where he was on the court. That's a basic fundamental. You have to be alert to where you are.
Now, here is Irving. There's the pick. LeBron dishes to Irving. LeBron is screen on Paul. Irving kicks to James. Again, James missing.
Their game plan needs to change if they're going to get out of this hole because he is just not there offensively.
Here's Pierce. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim.
I tell you what, the defense should send Christmas cards for that miss.
James up top, defended by Paul.
And that's a punch to the jaw. This game as tight as it can be, and he pulls something off that we might not even see in the All-Star game, Kevin.
But, Clark, I don't know that he planned it out too far in advance. That was one of those things that just happened.
I think it was premeditated.
I really don't. I think that he's one of those guys that just plays off of instinct, and they don't mind him making those kinds of plays, even in a close game.
And the replay, of course, presented by Kia. What a play. Here's Paul. He feeds it to Griffin. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot two right here.
Griffin just having a terrific game. 10 points, and he's getting it done on the glass, too.
You're right, Clark. He's done some real nice work on the inside.
Tristan Thompson, he's checked in for Kevin Love. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 3-point game.
And you just knew he wasn't going to miss that one, not with so much riding on it.
Timeout called the Cavaliers. They're trailing by 3. There's 1:38 left in the fourth quarter. Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. James against Pierce. And that one's good. 10 points for LeBron.
I mean, you never expect to get opportunities that easy coming down the stretch of a tight game.
And the Clippers call time here. They lead by 1. 1:29 left in the fourth quarter. Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation. Jordan the screen. Griffin kicks to Jordan. And he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
Went for the two-hander on that slam. That's where the weight room comes into play, Kevin.
I think some urgency from him there.
I think he's sensing that this is a critical time in the game, fellas.
And the Cavaliers call time here. They're down by 3. 1:20 left to play here in the fourth. A 1:20 left in the fourth. And Shumpert kicks to LeBron. To the inside. Here's Thompson. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. Drops the first one, and that brings them within 2 here. And he cannot convert on the second. That misses.
Yeah, I like that they haven't lost their aggressiveness here in the second, despite being down.
That's exactly when you need to be aggressive, Greg. You know that. I mean, another good job, though, of drawing contact and getting to the free throw line.
Here's Irving, following the basket by Blake Griffin. Sinks it, and he has brought them to within 2 points.
Despite the troubles he had in the first half, he stayed composed and focused, and now he's getting it going.
Jordan the screen, shoots off the screen. Griffin's shot is off.
hey, they got the shot they wanted off of that pick, but it just doesn't fall.
Yeah, it didn't go down, but you'll take that shot every single time, Greg. That's good offense.
Now here's Paul following the shot by Tristan Thompson. We can probably expect to see him slow it down now.
Yeah, you got the lead. Burn some clock here.
Smart move.
Yep.
Griffin. Excellent D there from Boshkoff. Timeout called Cleveland. They're behind by 2. 23 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And Cleveland making a change here. Love's checked in. And here's Cleveland, trailing by 2. LeBron up top, Pierce covering to tie it up. Yes! A huge shot to tie it up.
Well, they're having major trouble dealing with LeBron.
And the Clippers call time here. The score is tied at 39. 11 seconds left in the game. .11 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Jordan the screen. Outside Griffin. It's good!
Nothing new to see Griffin knock down one of those shots. That's his bread and butter.
So it's the Clippers taking the win in a close one. What a show they put on here at home tonight.
Tremendous work all the way down to the wire. You were just wondering what would happen next. Major drama, and we saw a good one.
And that about wraps it up for Clark, Craig, and Doris, and the rest of our terrific crew. This is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. So long, everyone.
The 2K Sports post-game show.